Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, the city adopts a $2 billion budget. See how it affects you. Plus, first responders prepare for the worst during large animal rescue training. And surprise, a new Teacher of the Year is announced. We'll tell you who it is. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for joining us. After months of number crunching and financial forecasting, the city has adopted a spending plan for the upcoming fiscal year that begins July 1st.
By a vote of 10-1, you have adopted a budget.
City Council passed a $2 billion budget that maintains the city's current real estate and personal property tax rate, but does include a $10 per month trash fee and increased stormwater fees. In order to balance the budget, City Council relied on portions of the school's reserve funds. The budget also includes a raise for city employees, their first since 2008, and increases the city's debt limit, allowing Virginia Beach to borrow more money for projects. The budget fully funds the school division's spending plan. Belt tightening, savings, and some other fee increases were reflected in the approved plan. Detailed information on the budget can be found online at vbgov.com under Hot Topics.
We will miss Rita's contribution to this council. We thank her for her outstanding community service.
In other city news, Councilmember Rita Bellitto has announced her resignation from the Virginia Beach City Council due to an out-of-state move. Her resignation is effective June 18th. A special election will be held in November to fill the remainder of her at-large term. One teacher had the surprise of his life when the school division announced its 2012 Teacher of the Year. Division Superintendent Dr. James Merrill and fellow staffers dropped by Salem High School to personally deliver the news.
I have the absolute distinct pleasure in front of your class to congratulate you on being chosen as the Virginia Beach Citywide Teacher of the Year.
Brian Meechan, a physics teacher at Salem, was chosen from an initial pool of 86 teachers. He was selected as one of 10 semifinalists considered for the award.
Overwhelming. I feel like I've been working a long time for this, and it's nice to get the recognition now. But I feel like a lot of other people deserve it too, so it's hard to accept all the honor for this. But I've been working hard, and this was a goal of mine to receive at some point in my career, so I'm happy to get it.
Meechan students praised his accomplishments.
Tries to get us involved all the time and keeps us intrigued during the lessons.
Yeah,
it's always a fun class.
He doesn't just give us like paperwork, like he walks us around. He does like fun things, like we built towers out of popsicle sticks and stuff.
Meechan will represent Beach schools in the regional and national Teacher of the Year campaigns. According to numbers from the 2000 Census Survey, there is an affordable rental housing shortage in Virginia Beach of more than 18,000 units. And for many people who work in Virginia Beach, living in the city just doesn't fit their budget. But the Department of Housing and Neighborhood Preservation is trying to turn that around. Business leaders, citizens, and representatives from the housing industry came together to help improve affordable housing opportunities for moderate-income working professionals.
We have a continuing affordability problem for housing, which is not that uncommon, but in Virginia Beach, we know that housing prices are still out of reach for many people, both on the rental and home ownership side, and efforts are needed to just continue to work on that problem, and this is one way.
The Affordable Housing Luncheon included updates on projects like River Lake Development, the city's first approved development under the Workforce Housing Ordinance. The development, located in the Centerville District, will include several units designated for workforce housing.
It's something that's needed. Obviously, everybody knows it's needed. The question is, how much can we do, and can we do it, at a faster pace? So hopefully, and quite frankly, we wanted to be the first.
To learn more about the Workforce Housing Program and the application process, attend one of the city's workshops at the Central Library on June 13th, 23rd, and 29th, or call 385-5742 for more information. Just like human beings, animals can fall victim to accidents, but when you're dealing with animals that weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds, oftentimes those rescues can be tricky.
You ready to go?
Here's something you don't see very often.
Okay, you got the horse, the A-frame, you have everything now.
But don't worry, this flying horse is part of the Technical Large Animal Emergency Rescue Program.
What we've done is we've gathered some firefighters and emergency response personnel, animal control officers, we have a veterinarian and a few horse owners who are all coming together to learn the basics on how to safely rescue large animals.
Go, 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 go.
From llama traumas to overturned trailer scenarios, first responders learn how to react to a variety of emergencies.
Hold on to that line.
Well, it's important to have it so we know where to start. So we don't come up on a situation when a large animal is involved and we go, where do we start? What do we do? Now we know. We have that education, we have that training, and we can better apply it.
In Southampton Roads, there are more than 12,000 horses, so the chances of emergency situations are pretty high. The 3-day training was sponsored by the Virginia Cooperative Extension. May 15th through the 21st is celebrated as National Police Week, and the Virginia Beach Fraternal Order of Police held its annual Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Service recently. Law enforcement officers, families, and friends gathered to honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice serving and protecting the citizens of Virginia Beach.
Never has so much been owed by so many to so few. You and your family members have literally put your life on the line for me and my family every day, and for thousands of others like us.
Nationwide, last year, 158 officers died in the line of duty, 4 in Virginia.
It's important for other police officers to remember that there are those who have gone before us, that there are those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice, that there are those whose honor we must keep through our value system and through what we do in our profession.
Since 1791, more than 19,000 officers have died protecting the citizens of this country.
Teachers, are you looking for a way to make history come alive for your students? The Union Kempsville Museum tells the story of the first and only school for African American children in segregated Princess Anne County. Located at the Renaissance Academy in Virginia Beach, the museum contains artifacts from the school's history like old photographs, athletic equipment, and prom queen crowns. Interactive features keep the stories of triumph alive. The school may be closed, but the legacy lives on. Plan a field trip to the Union Kempsville Museum, a story for all people.
They are the largest volunteer-based group of its kind in the country. They respond to over 40,000 calls a year. They have saved countless lives. We're talking about Virginia Beach's Volunteer Emergency Medical Services, and they're looking for you to join the ranks. From medical emergencies to life-saving interventions, EMS volunteers are state certified, highly trained, and ready to respond around the clock. Training classes are held regularly and are tuition-free. So if you're ready to make a difference and can commit 48 hours a month, then volunteer for Virginia Beach EMS.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Parks, open spaces, and clean water are all components of a great community. In Virginia Beach, those components are part of a strategic plan designed to keep the city financially sustainable, and it's being accomplished through dedicated funding. Here to tell us more about that process is Access reporter Priscilla Monty.
Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Albert Einstein said that, a great thinker who obviously understood all that nature offered to the soul. Take this peaceful setting. A smooth slate of water broken by the occasional tree or a fish jumping to the surface. It's hard to look around and know that this is in the heart of Virginia's largest city. Stumpy Lake is not just a quiet place to get away for a bit. It represents an innovative investment.
Open space is an integral part to, number one, the quality of life of our community. And through our outdoor plan, we are protecting important pieces of property that we can keep in perpetuity for the use and enjoyment of the community. Not only does it protect our environment, it improves health and wellness of the community, it actually increases economic development activities, and of course, as I said earlier, the quality of life of our city.
The Open Space program was created a little more than a decade ago and identified potential sites throughout the city to serve future outdoor recreational public purposes. An advisory committee oversees this effort.
We've been able to recommend to council for the city to acquire property throughout Virginia Beach, whether it's up closer towards the north end of the city, all the way down to here in Stumpy Lake on the south end of the city.
To date, 24 sites throughout the city have been purchased for preservation. Stumpy Lake was one of the earliest and the largest. Owned by the city of Norfolk, Stumpy Lake and the surrounding area was slated for sale for residential development. Virginia Beach recognized an opportunity and June of 2001 purchased the 1,500-acre parcel.
Here was an interesting natural resource that, again, right place, right time, having the funds available is the key.
Those funds originated with a $5 million transfer from the Agricultural Reserve Program. Since then, the city has committed and appropriated millions in capital funds.
Fortunately, our community gets this, and over the years has committed to spending $50 million in assets to create open space and natural areas for the enjoyment of generations to come.
A lot of times, we look at property, and it's purely to acquire it, to prevent it from being developed. And it's almost like an inventory. You don't know what you're going to do with it now, but who knows what's going to take place 20 years from now.
Acquiring open space is a vital component of the city's outdoors plan, which sets the framework for a recreational system of parks, athletic facilities, cultural and natural areas. Recent examples include the Lake Smith Fishing Station, now known as the Lake Lawson-Lake Smith Natural Resource Area, and the city taking ownership of the Marshview property along General Booth Boulevard.
And we had looked at Marshview in conjunction with some other property along Ruby Inlet. And that's just a great piece of property that can be left pretty much in its natural state.
We've been blessed because we came up with a plan so many years ago and are continually updating it. We've taken advantage of properties when they've become available and been able to procure them at very low price points that now are generating significant economic returns to the community. Open space can be redeveloped with athletic facilities, partnering with the private sector in a way that not only provides wonderful amenities to the community, but also drives the tax base. And that's win-win, and that comes from long-range planning.
To date, the Open Space Acquisition Program has acquired 24 properties for preservation, totaling almost 2,000 acres. 18 months, that's the amount of time the Adam Thorogood house was closed for renovations. But now, after a lot of work and plenty of TLC, the National Historic Landmark is once again open for visitors.
Welcome to the Adam Thorogood house on this glorious May Day.
Citizens and city officials gathered for the reopening of this historic home.
All right. All right.
The house was built in 1719 by Argyle Thorogood. He died during its construction, so it was completed by his widow, Susanna. But the most significant part of the house is known for its woodwork.
In order to protect that woodwork and the structure itself, the house needed major renovations to keep the moisture out and upgrade modern systems.
We did have some repairs we needed to do, primarily in the doorways. The doorway systems were completely redone, from the sill up to the lintel. We had some structural issues on the west side from water infiltration, and so we had to repair those as well as create the new door frames and doors. And by doing that, we were able to get a very good seal.
The $450,000 renovation was made possible thanks to a Save America's Treasures grant, as well as funds from the city and from many history buffs. It was well worth it.
I have tried 3 times to come here. This is the 3rd time. The first 2 times it was closed, and I was really disappointed. I've only known that I was a descendant for about the last 5 years or so. I wasn't going to miss this.
Of course, no grand reopening is complete without a little bit of fun. A special May Day celebration followed the ceremony and included maypole dancing, plenty of music, and historic demonstrations. The Adam Thorogood house is now open from 9 to 5 Tuesday through Saturday and 11 to 5 on Sundays. The house was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1960 and is located at 1636 Parish Road. For museum times and information, call 460-7109.
Happy Arbor Day!
Yeah, happy Arbor Day!
There you go.
Newtown Elementary had some celebrating to do of their own, as their entire third grade class helped plant a beautiful oak tree during Arbor Day.
Arbor Day is a fabulous celebration about trees and people and the future of what we're doing for our earth.
During the festivities, the mayor was also presented the 31st consecutive Tree City USA Award.
And it's given to cities and towns all over the United States who take care of their trees, who plant trees, who care for trees.
The celebration marked the 139th anniversary of Arbor Day. The idea for Arbor Day originally came from Nebraska and was founded in 1872. And staying with the nature theme, the Department of Public Utilities announced the winners of the 2012 Water Awareness Calendar.
It is from St. John the Apostle Catholic.
Family, friends, and administrators joined in as the observance paid tribute to the WaterWise artwork of 13 elementary school students chosen from more than 1,000 entries.
I did a dog, and it's just to promote the awareness of how you should always clean up after your dog because the waste can get into the water and pollute it.
The art included important messages about conserving water.
Its title is Use Less Water to Save More, and it has some pictures of how to save water, like turning off the showers while using the bath, and fix leaky pipes, use full loads, and water the grass on sunny days, not rainy days.
Each winner received a $50 savings bond and will have their artwork displayed in the annual calendar. If you're looking to get your very own copy of the calendar, then drop by any public library or rec center during the month of October. It's hard to believe, but the graduation season is once again creeping up on us. In fact, students at the Adult Learning Center already took their turn on center stage. The familiar sounds of pomp and circumstance fill the air as students from the Adult Learning Center earn their general equivalency diplomas.
I'm here to get my GED graduation, and I'm very excited, very nervous about it.
97 graduates received their diplomas. And for many students, completing the GED program was a personal challenge.
I'm learning disabled, so it's been a real struggle. I'm a single mother of two, so I pretty much, it's been pretty hard, but this time I hung in there, said this is what I'm going to do, and I did it.
The Adult Learning Center is the largest GED testing center in the Commonwealth, and the classes prepared many students for future careers.
I loved it. It was awesome. Great. I would recommend it to anybody. The teachers were awesome, excellent help. I loved it.
This is the 26th year they've held the ceremonies. The ALC offers a variety of classes, ranging from painting to foreign language studies. For more information, log on to adultlearning.vbschools.com. Coming up on Access Virginia Beach, dolphins are back in town. We'll show you the best place to watch for our marine mammal friends. Plus, find out if these gold miners struck it rich. That's in just a bit.
Discover a force in nature that will make your hair stand up on end. Ride the tides and see how the sun can create electricity. See what it took to bring about man's first flight and tap into your magnetic personality. It will be the best time you will ever have. Okay, there is your birthday, but it's fun. Join me, Pilot Lindy, on the next How in the World.
Roy Rogers once sang, "Give me land, lots of land, under starry skies above, but don't fence me in." Of course, Roy didn't live in a community as nice as Virginia Beach, where good fences really do make good neighbors. And whether you're keeping the family pet in or keeping unwanteds out, there is a process in place to make sure yours is a good fence. Before digging your first post hole, consider a visit to the zoning division of the planning department. There, your plan will be reviewed. You'll be advised if your fence will meet the city's requirements and if you will need to purchase a building permit. Keep in mind there are specific regulations for corner, interior, and through lots, as well as chain link and vinyl fencing. You'll need a copy of your site plan or physical survey. Mark where the fence and any landscaping will be located. A list of fence material should also be included. And the completed fence must be inspected. A brochure that explains all regulations pertaining to fences is available through the Planning Department. For more information, call 385-8074. And remember, the grass may be greener on the other side of the fence, but it still needs mowing.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Virginia Beach is known for its sand, sun, and surf, but did you know that during the summer months it's also home to hundreds of bottlenose dolphins? Access reporter Stephanie Sutton takes us on a cruise that brings us up close and personal with these magnificent marine mammals.
Well, this is the Virginia Aquarium Moving Towards Dolphin Watch. We take people out and try to educate them about the dolphins out in the wild.
It takes about 1/20th of a second for them to be able to take a breath.
It's that time of year again, dolphin watching season. Catch an up-close encounter with Atlantic bottlenose dolphins in their natural habitat.
A lot of people don't have the opportunity to be able to see these animals, so we tell them about their habits, what they feed on, the size that they get, why they're in this area during this time of year, and different items about just the general behavior of the bottlenose dolphin.
The Virginia Aquarium hosts the 90-minute coastal adventure, which is fun and educational for children and adults.
I hope that they learn a little bit more about the marine environment and some of the fun things about the dolphins and some of maybe the sadder things about the dolphins so that they can help make the marine life a little happier.
These guys are common visitors to Virginia Beach, but the best time to spot them is during the summer months.
We don't anticipate dolphins here year-round. Normally we see them from about May through October. However, the past few years we have had a few show up on our whale watch trips.
They also get one set of teeth.
Volunteers from the aquarium are also on board, giving various demonstrations. But the best part? The dolphin sightings, of course.
It was awesome. This is my second time on it, and it was amazing. Tons of dolphins.
Sound like fun? Well, you can purchase tickets here at the Virginia Beach Fishing Center, at the aquarium, or by calling 385-0317. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton.
The trips are running now through the month of September and leave from the Virginia Beach Fishing Center at Rudy Inlet. Of course, the Virginia Aquarium offers a variety of events for one and all, including an upcoming seafood festival. Calling all seafood lovers out there, mark your calendars because the aquarium has an event that will leave your mouth watering. Taste delicious dishes from local restaurants and listen to live music from the Sensible Seafood Fest. The fun takes place on Thursday, May 26th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Virginia Aquarium on the Nature Trail. You'll enjoy a flavorful feast while also learning about sustainable products. Call the number on your screen or log on to thevirginiaaquarium.com for tickets. And it's because of places like the aquarium that Virginia Beach is a favorite vacation destination for many. But it takes thousands of behind-the-scenes employees to keep things running smoothly, and their hard work was recognized recently. From cooks in the kitchen to hotel managers, individuals that work in travel and the tourism field are the backbone of the hospitality industry.
The total impact of the hospitality industry in Virginia Beach is over $1 billion.
And those superstars were thanked during the annual Tourism Employee Recognition Luncheon. The best of the best were recognized with awards for their service excellence. In Virginia Beach alone, there are more than 11,000 jobs in the hospitality industry. The Virginia Beach Education Foundation works hard to raise funds to support the creative learning programs for beach students. They are able to do this thanks to various fundraisers and projects like the house that students built.
The house project is a learning opportunity for the students at the Technical and Career Education Center to be able to learn on site the trades, including carpentry, masonry, plumbing, electric, and HVAC, heating and air conditioning, to supplement what they're learning in the classroom.
And more than 100 seniors from the Tech Center who participated in building that house were honored for their hard work recently.
Honor Stewart.
You, Dylan? Yes. Congratulations, Dylan. Thank you.
From masonry to plumbing, students are able to learn in a real-world environment what it takes to build a house.
I'm in the plumbing class, so when we first went out there, the foundation was already in the ground, cinder block. We actually had to dig a trench outside of the house and then go under the house in order to bring the freshwater line in from the meter.
The 8th house project is scheduled to be complete by spring 2012. Once built, the house will be sold, with profits going to support the school division. And while the Education Foundation supplied a house for students to build in our last story, they also provided a grant to the Renaissance Academy for some treasure hunting 7th graders. The Back Bay Mining Company provided these gold diggers a real panhandling experience.
Well, we have Back Bay Mining Company here today, and the students are depicting an old-fashioned technique of mining for gemstones. So they're getting a great hands-on experience to try to identify later on in our classroom. We'll actually look at pamphlets and research what these stones and minerals that they've collected are.
Students quickly learned the skill of gold mining.
Trough here, you'll turn it sideways, drop it down into the water here. In this trough here, I've got water that's running all the time, okay?
Chris Sale is the head miner at Back Bay. He got the idea for the company while vacationing with his family.
We did something similar to this in the mountains of Virginia about 5 years ago, and I actually watched their Nintendos and everything go to the side for the week. And for a week in a chalet, all they did was they took the gemstones and they put them off to the side and they traded them back and forth.
Students took their positions on the line and began panning for jewels. It sure beat learning this material in the classroom.
Well, it's hands-on, so it's better than just looking at a book or a PowerPoint.
Like, learning about something is pretty cool, but actually being able to go out and do it is really cool.
And speaking of cool, this custom-built sluice sits on a trailer where students brush up on their SOLs by digging up igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary treasures.
There's a whole array of things that they can learn, and this is what I want to bring them, is a nostalgic event, such as gem panning, that they can actually learn. They don't realize they're learning something until they start pulling things, the treasures out. It's also a treasure hunt.
And what is a treasure to Beach teachers is the Education Foundation, which provided the funds for this unique lesson and many more. For more information, log on to vbef.org. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/eStream, then find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for watching.